Good morning, Facebook. I'm gonna have to do a retake. Someone called me in the middle of the message and it didn't upload properly. But I wanted to give you a part 2 of last night's message. In Matthew chapter 21, verses 18 through 21, it says that Jesus woke up one morning and he was hungry. And it says, in his hunger, it says that he saw a lone fig tree in the distance. But it says once he approached that fig tree to gather some figs to eat, there were no figs on the tree. It was nothing but leaves. Jesus, being disappointed because there was no figs, he cursed the tree and the tree withered. Well, last night I talked about how it's important. I compared us to the tree. It's important that we always be prepared spiritually. We always have a prayer. We always have a message of faith. We always have some type of encouragement on our hearts to give to our brothers and to our sisters. Why? Because they need it. But today I want to talk about the word lone. It says that the tree was lone. That means that there were no other trees around it. Well, in life, in real life, trees, they need pollination in order for a tree to prosper and to be successful and to bloom. Trees, flowers, all these things. What is pollination? Pollination is taking something from one tree and transferring into another, either by the birds or the bees or the wind. It carries seeds or different things from one tree to another. Plants, from bees, and they take one thing from one tree or one flower and transfer it to another. Well, how does it apply to us in life? Well, in life, spiritual pollination must take place. We cannot walk through life alone. Many of us think we can get through life all by ourselves. We can't. It's too hard. It's too difficult. We can't do it. So what happens is many of us try attempting to get through life by ourselves, and we are being bogged down, we're being stressed out, we're being overweight because we're trying to do it all by ourselves. First of all, we need God, but then secondly, we need other Christ-like brothers and sisters around us. Why? Because they can spiritually pollinate us and we can spiritually pollinate them. How? Whenever we are down and down and out, they can encourage us with the word of God, with song, with prayer, with praise. Whenever they're down and out, we can encourage, motivate, and inspire them with the word of God. But secondly, it says, I did a little research on trees. It says that a fig tree, it needs a foundation. It needs a good soil to nourish the tree in order for it to prosper and to flourish. Well, just like us, we need a strong foundation in order to prosper. Many of us go through life and we base it and we live on just solely just off things of the world. Worldly music, worldly TV shows, all this thing the world has to offer, but we spend no time in the word, we spend no time in prayer, we spend no time in worship, and we wonder why we're going through hell and the devil is kicking our butt upside and down. Why? Because we have our foundation is weak. So whenever the wind blows, we are swayed to the left. Whenever the wind blows, we are swayed to the right. So I encourage you, 2 things. One, if you have people in your circle who are not positive, who are not uplifting you, who are not motivating you, inspiring you, begin to distance yourself from them individuals and surround yourselves with Christ-like, upright individuals, positive people who can inspire, motivate, and uplift you whenever you're down, and vice versa. But then 2, whatever is causing your foundation to be fragile, to be weak, to be easily swayed, move those things out and begin to build your life on a strong foundation. Not just you, but your family, your children, and everyone around you. So I encourage you tonight, if you're free, if you're available, please join me at Plumb Line tonight, 7:30 p.m. Fresh Manna Ministries. If you can't join me at Plumb Line, we'll have games, dominoes, spades. But if you can't join us tonight, please catch me on Plumb Line on Facebook Live, and on Periscope. I love you guys. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Have a blessed day. Don't allow the enemy to steal your joy today. I love you.